Alright, so I started out by just sketching out the basic shapes with my pencil super lightly. I was looking at a picture on my phone. And I did a little bit of erasing here and there, but I just sketched it super lightly. Then I grabbed that ultra fine point Sharpie, went over all the lines once I knew it looked how I wanted it to look. And after I used the ultra fine point Sharpie, I like to go around with a thicker line and just go around the outside edges with a thicker line. And for some reason this gives it a nice, kind of just makes it pop. It's good for your cartoons. I a little missed footage, but I used a super light purple to shade just the very edges. He's mostly white. And I did the light purple by, mixing a little water in with the watercolor paint. The more water you have, the lighter it's going to be. The less water you have, the darker of a color it's going to be. Then for the outside, I was using that super watered down purple and then using more and more paint as I got to the outside, eventually mixing it with some black paint to get the very darker edges. So I made a super dark purple there by mixing it with the black. I started working on the shadow ball there. It's one of his attacks, and you can see I messed up. I a smudge of black, but that's okay. With the shadow ball, I was just experimenting with things. I was blowing the paint around. I got some white acrylic paint for the middle. I was just kind of mixing it around. And after the video, I even touched it up a little bit with a marker, which you're not going to see. But it was kind of fun just to mess around and experiment. You can see it kind of scribbling out the little black smudge there. Then I got some really dark black, mostly just black, not a lot of purple, for the very outside edges to give it that super dark look. And you can see I'm just messing around with the shadow ball. That's about it. I used some typical magic for cleanup. And then, yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. Let me know what you think in the comments. Happy Halloween, everybody.